Good afternoon, World Wide Web. Welcome back to my stock channel. This is James, your favorite ticker picker, with another update video on Carnival Cruise Line, Norwegian Cruise Line, cruise lines in general. We got problems, obviously. The price has been sucking ass for, a month and 7 days now. In my last video, I reflected on what the hell was going on, and I said, what, is COVID back? I was kidding. But no, as it turns out, everybody's talking about freaking COVID again, and people are scared to go in the water with these things. People are like, oh shit, they can't survive another year of COVID. And now the COVID warnings are out. The deaths aren't even happening. Hospitalizations went up a little bit, and then they went down, and then they dropped the national COVID warning. People are wearing their masks in certain districts in this country. People are being forced to close and wear a mask, just very rarely. Mostly blue states have done a few mask mandates and things, and now they got new booster shots coming out, and the press is just piling on. COVID, 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 COVID. We all know it's election season. We all know we got a year to go. We know that last election they fought to change 200 different election laws across the country to cater to mail-in voting and to make it safer at the polling places and things like that. In the name of safety, we changed our voting laws, and it might have helped with the victory. It may very well have helped with the victory that occurred. It may not have. I don't really know. But as a strategy of let's get everyone freaked out before the election, I don't know. Is that what they did last time? I don't think so. Is that what they want to do this time, though? I know that the changing of the election laws was their goal. The blue states or anything run by Democrats certainly were the ones filing the lawsuits and asking for everything to be closed. We know that they're the ones that wanted to close up the country pretty much for 2 years. California didn't open up till the end of 2021. New York was still in hysteria into 2021. Florida was wide open in June of 2020. There was nothing we weren't allowed to go and do. They just left the Carnival and the cruise line people out at sea and wouldn't let them return for like a month. It was like the worst experience ever. They're still selling their cruise tickets. My buddy's on a cruise ship right now. He's on Carnival. He just left today. I'm going to ask him how it went and everything and how many people are on board. But I think they're still cruising. I think business is still good. I still think their earnings is right in line with where they all said it would be. We know that they both raised their prices. We're waiting for someone to come out and give a new estimate to say, hey, we gave forward-looking guidance that was reduced, but since then we've raised our prices, and this is our new forward-looking guidance. Both companies, Norwegian and Carnival, have both raised their prices. They're both in the black and raising their prices. And nobody will come out and say the new estimate. Not an analyst, and not these companies have done it yet. I don't know why. I think that maybe they don't want to say the word COVID or comment on that as being part of their future outlook. Maybe that would just destroy this thing even more. Maybe coming out and saying something like that would generate a question or why they think their forward outlook isn't as high as they think because they don't know about COVID. They don't even want to mention COVID. I think they're trying to not speak of it because it's like a time bomb for this thing. And is it going to happen? I don't know. Are they going to say it's going to happen? Apparently. Are they going to stop? I have no idea. And this just sucks beyond sucks. I'm sorry for everyone for not seeing it coming. I really apologize. It should have been a kind of a no-brainer since it's election season. You know, we want to get into court and we want to change some more laws and get everybody voting by mail again. They can just do more with it. There's a lot of weird things going on in this country right now, and it's starting to stink in a lot of directions. But mail-in voting is, well, the election laws are supposed to be done by the state's legislator, and that's who makes up the laws of voting for every state. And their laws were ignored because of a judge's ruling last time. They could go after the judge's rulings again to do that, and they need COVID, as the backdrop and the reason. So is this important to them? I don't know. I think it probably is. Do you think it helps them? There's a lot of evidence that says that it helps them. I'm not going to go political on this channel, but yeah, it's going to get weird. I don't. It's hard to picture it just going them just dropping it from a political point of view. I don't think they're just going to let it go. The media is not going to let it go. Everyone that gets COVID from here on out. Jill Biden's got COVID. She's had like 4 boosters and 3 other shots, and she just got COVID for the 3rd time. It's like, Jesus Christ, none of that stuff actually works, apparently. You still get COVID, you can still pass COVID, you can still get COVID. And then they're like, oh, it's not as bad. Okay, well, thanks, you made me feel better. But maybe you're just lying about that too. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe the COVID's not as bad. I don't know. To get straight news out of any of this, and the way politics has just festered into this thing, I think we're going to have to hear the actual earnings call possibly in November, or COVID to get dropped like a hot potato and not come back. And I don't know. I got absolutely pounded on these things. I decided that this COVID shit wasn't in the cards. I was wrong. We all did really good. Hopefully you ended up good. Hopefully you were waiting for a fallback and you got it. Shit, we're almost down, to where we were before the boom with Norwegian. Carnival's lost, half the boom already. So I don't know what's to take with these. It's politics, folks. It's just they're going to be threatening to shut these people down again. And the investor is just very leery of that. And any good news that would pump this thing up is just going to shit right now. And I'm really sorry. Got to be smarter than this. I'm going to work on that in the future. Jesus. Politics is my wheelhouse. I should have had this one figured out. Oh, terribly sorry. Have a wonderful day. Good luck with your Carnival and your Norwegian. Pray that we get an analyst that comes out. Pray that COVID just vanishes and goes away, or everyone refuses to screw with the cruise lines this time. I don't know. This is like federal law and stuff, probably about maritime things. I don't even know if the states can, Florida can't just say, yeah, they can, cruise out of here, no problem. Even when the government says no. I think the government issues these licenses for these big boats. I'm not sure. And I don't even want to do research on that, but we just know the word COVID sucks with these things. And until that word is gone from this vocabulary, these things are probably going to sit and rot. So maybe another buying opportunity. I guess COVID's got to end sometime, maybe after election day. These companies are going to be gone by then. We're not even going to have cruise ships. We're not even going to have this vacation option anymore. They're finding a way to destroy everything. They don't care what's in their wake. They don't care that they already spent $10 billion just to keep themselves afloat. The U.S. government gave them both the finger and said, you're not an American company. You don't get any help. They couldn't get anything themselves. They could get assistance from no one. And they just had to do it themselves, and they did. I don't think they could do it themselves again. Or maybe they can. I don't know. It's certainly going to hurt things quite a bit. So I wish everyone the best with these. Sorry about the bad news. I'm sure you're mad too, but hopefully I brought some perspective to it. That's what's going on. And let's hope it ends really fast. It's pissing me off. Still holding on to my Norwegian, and it's not worth anything. I can't even sell it. I've got a ton of contracts that expire in December. I'm hoping for one hell of an earnings report to turn this thing around and some decent guidance at some point. If I get it, I'm going to do good. It's going to pop right back up. If I don't get it and COVID overwhelms, yeah, it's not going to do anything. So, hey, You win some, you lose some. We won on this one, and now it looks like we're losing on this one. But if you play them right, I guess I don't know what lessons to learn. It's such a shaky environment. And maybe getting the hell out of these things a couple of bucks higher than this would have been the right answer. At least it would have been for now. It would be nice to make both moves and make twice as much if you thought it was still going up. We got to call these things properly. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the future videos. Please like the video and subscribe. And I will keep you in the loop with Carnival, Norwegian, and all your favorite cruise lines. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.